He did nothing wrong. Giuliani defends Assange's decision to publish Hillary campaign emails. WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange did nothing wrong by publishing Hillary Clinton's campaign emails, just like the U.S. mainstream media wasn't punished for publishing the Pentagon Papers, Rudy Giuliani said. Giuliani made the comments on Sunday after he was asked on Fox and Friends whether he was open to the idea that the emails stolen from Hillary Clinton's staffers may have been accepted by her rivals in the team of then-candidate Donald Trump. In 2016, unidentified hackers gained access to the personal Gmail account of John Podesta, who led Clinton's presidential campaign. WikiLeaks subsequently obtained a cache of emails from the account and published it weeks before Election Day. This sparked outrage within the Democratic Party. WikiLeaks has never revealed the source of the hacked emails, saying only it was not Russia and it was not a state party. Giuliani, who is Trump's attorney and longtime friend, acknowledged that the hack itself was a crime and those responsible should go to jail. Nevertheless, he defended Assange's decision to publish the emails. No press person or person disseminating that for the purpose of informing did anything wrong. No press person or person disseminating that for the purpose of informing did anything wrong. And here's another quote. You can't put Assange in a different position. We may not like what he communicates, but he was a media facility. He was putting that information out. Every newspaper and station grabbed it and published it. I don't agree with Rudy Giuliani on very much, if anything, but in particular, when it comes to Julian Assange, I agree with those words. And you guys already know that about me. I know Julian Assange didn't do anything wrong. He's a journalist. He was doing his job. When he was blowing the whistle on the Bush administration, everybody loved him. Then he blows the whistle on the Democratic establishment too, and all of a sudden he's public enemy number one. Still not even clear what he's being charged on. No formal charges. And he's being held up in an embassy. So, you know, a lot of people that are concerned for him saw this as a good thing because a powerful person said these words, which I do see that. However, they're just words in an interview. Will this lead to anything more substantial? It's very tough to say. I don't believe pardoning Assange is a priority for Donald Trump, mainly because I just have no reason to believe that. He's never given anything to believe that it is a priority. I wish he would, obviously, but I don't think that's much of a priority. So I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer in particular to this article. It is cool somebody in that position of power is saying that for Julian Assange. And it happens to be somebody I disagree with 99% of the time. Here's the 1% of the time we're actually in agreement on a certain statement. But will it lead to anything substantial? It's very tough to say. I mean, it's good from a media conversation standpoint, although it would be better if it was coming from someone prominent on the left. What I would rather have than somebody like a Rudy Giuliani say something in favor of Julian Assange. I wish somebody like a Michael Moore would. Somebody who's in the public spotlight, who has the respect of the corporate mainstream opinion, and can kind of say, hey, look, you might not like what he did, but he was being a journalist. He was doing his job. He's not the person that should be demonized. So I'd rather it come from somebody like that. And I have no idea what Michael Moore's opinion is one way or the other on Julian Assange. I don't know. I'm not cognizant of anything he said or hasn't said. But I think it would be more fruitful coming from him or somebody like him than coming from a Rudy Giuliani, because this is just going to be spun as being like, oh, see, Julian Assange is in cahoots with Trump and Rudy Giuliani's an agent of Russia. You're just going to get more of that. So, you know, this was shared with me. Susie sent that in. I do see why people are celebratory that somebody in a position of power is saying something in favor of Julian Assange, regardless of who that person is, the person in power, I mean. But I don't really know if this will yield to anything fruitful as far as him being free. So I guess we'll just wait and see. That's all we can do. And as Tom Petty said, the waiting is the hardest part.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make it our own. Get your